This is Christina, and I wanted to make a blog because I told myself that I would be more consistent with myself in blogging and vlogging, and I just saw that I was willing to let this point go again, so I just wanted to put myself back here to speak. I'm not sure what I want to talk about. The experience that I'm having right now is more of an awareness of people watching this, and I experience slight anxiety as far as the way that I viewed my last video. I was like, cool, you know, I expressed myself, I enjoyed it, other people seemed to enjoy it. I got some points across that I wanted, you know, to share, and perhaps I feel less prepared, so I'm like, I don't know what to say, I feel weird, or, you know, this is not going to be as good as this one, you know, kind of comparing my video, in essence, to what I did last time, which is interesting because it's like, what am I doing then? I'm only existing in the past, placing that as more valuable than myself here, when this is all that exists, me here, breathing, each moment. So to look back in the past and say that was better or that was worse, and compare myself or this video to a past experience is completely irrelevant in self-deception and self-interest, because I'm only thinking about myself. In essence, I'm only thinking about how I'm presenting myself and what others will think. It's really just, you know, self-interest, and that's how the mind exists. And it's really interesting because I've been seeing it more and more lately, that it seems that everything comes back to self-interest. Everything is based on self-interest, which is obvious why the world exists in separation and inequality, because we only care about ourselves from the perspective of our minds, our egos, our personalities, you know, the character that we play, the role that we play within family and friends and our social relationships, you know, wanting to present this certain character or personality or ego. You know, it's really selfish, it's self-interest. You know, we're only concerned with ourselves and how other people will see us and perceive us and their opinions of us, and you know, wanting to be more than others and competing and, you know, comparing. And I mean, I see it more and more every day. Every point that I see come up, it's really based in self-interest. So what I'm experiencing now, and I have some resistances in sharing this, is that my experience is everything that I speak about and write about. I become like fearful in that I believe I'm not seeing the fact that the words that I speak, the words that I use, the points that I address in my writings or videos, it's almost like, how do I put it into words? It's like the experience is I have to direct it back towards myself, and then there's fear like I'm not taking responsibility for what it is I'm sharing, which is interesting because obviously my words are belief and feel, so that is of the mind. What I see is that for me, as who I have been, has existed in major inferiority and suppression. And what happened was that I then overcompensated within placing myself in this perceived notion of being superior, or wanting to be superior, desiring to be more and powerful, and then within that, judging myself for placing myself superior and more. Once I started walking with Destiny and researching Destiny and applying the tools and breathing and all this stuff, it was like I saw how much my mind was existing within superiority. Um, my thoughts would be, I'm better than this person, or the desire to be better than this person or that person, or comparing myself and wanting to be more and wanting to be special and wanting to be desired and wanting to be desirable and wanting this greatness and wanting and just wanting so much more than what is here, which is separation, and is also coming from a point of inferiority where I actually believed myself to be inferior. So therefore, I place myself to make up for this feeling of being inferior with this experience of being superior. I'm not sure how to explain it. But what I have been experiencing lately is really an upliftment of myself. The way that I've experienced myself and expressed myself has been nothing I have ever experienced before. And the way that things have been moving for me is just fascinating. And I never thought it would be possible for things to be so simple and not complicated. And it's through my allowance, it's through applying these tools of breath and self-honesty and self-forgiveness, although I realize that there's so much more that I could be doing for myself as far as applying these tools, and I do allow myself to fall in that, sometimes I feel like I'm not being as effective enough within my application. Yet this is a process, and I take it one breath at a time, one step at a time, and I allow myself to move, with patience, and I do what I'm able to do in the moment, what I have the strength to do, what I have the power to do. I don't force myself or make myself believe that I have to be doing something else when that's really just not the case. It's what I'm able to do in the moment is what I allow of myself. And what I've been noticing is that my expression, I've really just have experienced myself, there's a sense of self-pride, and not like, oh, I'm this great person, but just like I'm proud of myself. I've surprised myself with a lot of things. It's really cool, and I'm again so grateful for being able to be here and walking this process with everyone and with Destiny. And I will just continue to push myself and to apply these tools in realizing that it works. They work, and it is a solution. And it is a solution that is not only best for me, but is best for all. It is a win-win equation. It considers all. So I am grateful, and I guess that's all I have for now. Thank you. Cool to share.